Welcome back, fellow garden explorers. Have you ever stared at your garden bed and wondered why, despite all your composting, watering, and careful attention, your soil just seems lifeless? Maybe it's hard, dry, or refuses to grow anything beyond weeds. Today, I'm going to share a method that transforms your soil from inert dirt into a thriving, living ecosystem in a matter of weeks, without buying fertilizers or exotic additives. This is one of those simple yet profound secrets that every gardener, from beginner to seasoned pro, needs to understand. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow garden lovers, comment with your questions, and subscribe to Nature's Flora so you never miss strategies that actually work. Let's get right into it. The core problem with many struggling soils isn't a lack of nutrients, it's a lack of biology. Nutrients alone cannot turn compacted, dry soil into a fertile, productive home for plants. The real magic happens beneath the surface, and the unsung heroes of this transformation are earthworms. These incredible creatures don't just live in healthy soil, they create it. Their movement aerates the soil, improves drainage, and loosens compacted areas. As they feed, they convert organic material into nutrient-rich castings filled with beneficial microbes and natural growth stimulants. Soil with an active worm population holds water, resists erosion, and provides plants with steady nutrition over time. Unlike fertilizers that dump nutrients all at once, without worms, soil becomes dense, roots struggle to penetrate, and plants remain dependent on outside inputs. You might wonder why worms disappear from gardens in the first place. Surprisingly, it's often our own practices that drive them away. Frequent tilling destroys their tunnels and habitats. Bare soil overheats and dries out, creating inhospitable conditions. Synthetic fertilizers, salts, and even certain compost applications can disrupt the delicate microbial communities worms rely on. Worms aren't drawn to nutrients alone. They're attracted to moisture, shelter, and slowly decomposing organic matter that feeds microbes. Understanding this behavior is key because it allows us to use a technique that stimulates worm populations rapidly and naturally, the burial method. This method revolves around providing worms with a moist, stable, slow-decaying organic food source underground. The most effective materials include soaked cardboard, shredded paper, decaying leaves, and partially decomposed plant matter. Among these, cardboard is particularly effective. It absorbs water, breaks down gradually, and creates a dark, protected environment that worms instinctively seek out. In many ways, it mimics fallen bark on a forest floor, a habitat worms have evolved to thrive in. By burying cardboard shallowly in your garden, you create a biological hotspot that worms actively colonize. Depth is critical to success. If you bury material too deep, oxygen levels drop, which, slows decomposition. But if it's too shallow, moisture escapes quickly, deterring worms. The sweet spot is about 4 to 6 inches below the soil surface. So, start by digging a shallow trench or pocket. Lay the soaked cardboard or plant matter flat, cover it with the excavated soil, and then gently water the area. Moisture is essential because honestly, dry material actually repels worms. For even faster results, soak your organic matter in a biological inoculation, a solution made from 1 cup of worm castings or finished compost mixed into a gallon of water. Just let it sit for an hour, then use this nutrient-rich solution to soak your cardboard before burying it. This step introduces beneficial microbes that kickstart decomposition and emit chemical signals that worms can detect from a distance. Once buried, the transformation begins almost immediately. Microbes, bacteria, and fungi colonize the material, creating a thriving underground community. Worms arrive soon after, not to eat the cardboard directly, but to feed on these microbes. As they feed, they lay cocoons, each capable of hatching multiple worms under favorable conditions. Within a few weeks, tunnels spread outward from the buried zone, darkening and loosening the soil. Plant roots quickly follow these tunnels, gaining access to deeper moisture and nutrients. What sets this method apart from surface feeding is that it creates a permanent habitat. Worms remain in place, reproduce, and gradually spread fertility throughout your garden. Surface feeding often results in only temporary visits, whereas buried food establishes a true, underground ecosystem. Because decomposition occurs slowly, it feeds worms for months rather than days. As each buried zone finishes breaking down, worms naturally migrate outward, continuously enriching the soil. Consistency is key. Even a single burial will improve your soil, but repeating the process every 4 to 6 weeks in a different spot ensures a permanent, thriving worm population. In perennial areas or orchards, bury organic matter once per season around the drip line. Surface mulch is another powerful complement. A 2 to 4 inch layer of leaves, straw, or wood chips keeps soil cool and moist, encouraging worms to move upward at night to feed while retreating safely during the day. Avoid bare soil, which dries out and drives worms away, undoing all your hard work underground. Mistakes like burying too deep, using oily or salty kitchen scraps, letting soil dry, or tilling frequently will disrupt this process. By following this approach with care, you activate the soil food web and create living soil faster than any compost heap alone could manage. Earthworms don't just improve soil, they rebuild it from the ground up. So, there you have it, a method that invites earthworms to multiply naturally, rebuild your soil, and create a thriving garden ecosystem that no product can replicate. Start with one burial, follow these steps, and watch as your soil transforms into a living, breathing foundation for every plant you grow. If this guide helped you understand how to unlock the power of living soil, make sure to subscribe to Nature's Flora for more proven gardening strategies. Share this video with someone struggling to grow healthy plants, comment below with your results, and join our community in bringing gardens back to life. Your soil and your plants will thank you.